Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and hi everyone, my name is Dr. Muhammad Azrin. Today we will learn about three-dimensional coordinate system. So, by the end of this video, you should be able to sketch quadric surfaces of two variables. But before we go into details, let me give you some introduction to three-dimensional coordinate system. As mentioned earlier in the previous video, three-dimensional coordinate system is made up from three different planes such as xz plane, yz plane, and xy plane. If in two-dimensional coordinate system, the region can be divided into four different parts, namely first until fourth quadrant. When it comes to three-dimensional coordinate system, they can be divided into 8 different regions where we call them as octane. As you can see from here, we have first octane, second octane, third octane, fourth octane, fifth octane, sixth octane, seventh octane, and eighth octane. Now, I would like to ask you to imagine yourself in two-story buildings. Imagine currently we are in the first level and we have second level or ground floor. When you are in the first level or first floor, you are in a room, and that room you can call it as first octane. And a room that is located in front of your room, we can call that room as second octane. And another room that is located beside the second room, we can call it as third octane. Meanwhile, another room that is located right in front of the third room, which is beside the first room, we can call it as fourth octane. Alright? I hope you can continue with your imagination. And right now, let's try to put yourself in the ground floor. A room that is located beneath the first room, we can call it as the fifth octane, and the story goes until 8 octane. So by having that kind of imagination, it can help you to understand better when it comes to octanes or region in three-dimensional coordinate system. I believe in the previous video I did mention about plotting a point in three-dimensional coordinate system. Maybe you can try this activity on your own while hearing my explanation. Alright, so in order to plot points in three-dimensional coordinate system, you have to set up the standard representation of axes that consists of x-axis, y-axis, and z-axis. Okay, as mentioned earlier, if you try to plot point P that consists of coordinate 1 to 3, basically you have to always start your plotting from the origin, and then if you are required to plot point 1 to 3, you will move 1 unit at x-axis positive, 2 units to the right that represent y coordinate, and 3 units upward that represent z coordinate. So in this case, that's how you plot point P. Maybe you can try on your own on how to plot point S. Okay. If you try to plot point S, basically you need to know which direction is x negative. So in this case, it will move 1 unit at x-axis negative, and at the same time, it will move 2 units to the left, such as the left part represent the region where y coordinate negative. So you will move 2 units to the left and another 3 units upwards that represent the region where z coordinate is positive. Your point S will lies in which octane? So in this case, if you get the ideas right by right, point S lies in the third octane. Maybe I can ask you randomly. Point Q obviously will run or lies in the fourth octane. Point P obviously in the first octane. Meanwhile, point R lies in the second mountain. This is how I explain through my notes over here.